Hello, students. Good morning. Can you hear me, everyone?
So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. So
morning,
I
sir.
would be saying, okay, welcome to consumer behavior third semester. Welcome to third semester. Welcome to the subject consumer behavior. This year I'll be teaching consumer behavior subject. Quite an interesting subject, and would enjoy to teach this subject every year. Okay, this is the fourth year I am taking this subject. So yeah, syllabus has changed a bit for your batch, the previous batch. Okay, and the textbooks to be referred students for this subject, your subject code would be 18 MBA MM301, and the textbook you are supposed to refer is Sujan Iyer, Indian author, and Schiffman and Kanuk is a global textbook. What you can refer with the Indian perspective, yes, there is a textbook available. Okay, and yeah, I'll be providing the handouts as well for you guys for all the six units. Okay, either you can refer my handouts. One, second is you can refer Schiffman and Kanuk textbook, and Indian author would be and Kanuk. They are written. That's it. Okay. So just for your information. Okay. We'll wait for 2 more minutes because few people are joining, and we'll start. Yeah. Meantime, just let me know if you want PPT, then I can provide the PPT. If you want the PDF, then yeah, handouts I've already given. Okay. Then that would be fine. Okay. For more information, please read the textbook, students. That would be really nice. Okay. And we will be solving more and more case studies as well in this. Okay. Okay. Fine. Still people are joining. 2 moments, then we start, students. Hope you got the information. What I'm trying to say. Subject is consumer beer. Subject code 18 MB MM301. Again, I repeat. Meantime, students are joining. So the textbook to be referred, the standard textbook would be Schiffman Kanuk. Again, I say it's an Indian perspective, but global examples are there. Okay. If you are not comfortable with the Schiffman Kanuk textbook, then you can refer Indian author textbook Sujan Iyer. Okay, it's a quite a old edition textbook available in the market. A new textbook is not been released in the market. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, and last year again a request, students, please do not refer my handouts which I provided to your seniors last year. Okay, every year I keep changing my handouts. So a new handout what I have sent you, please refer that. Okay, so we'll work on that. I'll change few examples. Okay, and the content as well. Okay, any two students can ping me. Shall we start the session?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, one more voice, then I would be happy to start this. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, we need, yeah. Okay, I'll just start with the unit one. Okay, I'll just introduction about unit one. What is in unit one? Okay, introduction to the study of consumer behavior. Okay, meaning and definition, and then consumer behavior difference between customer and consumer will be understanding. Nature and characteristics of Indian consumers. Then consumerism meaning. Then consumer movement in India, rights and responsibilities of consumer in India, then benefits of consumerism. So this is all about unit one. Okay, we shall understand step by step. Okay, before I start, students. Okay, any ambiguity. First is I want to tell you this subject should be more of interactive because you are into marketing specialization now. Okay, so any ambiguity in understanding concepts wherever you're stuck, okay, just immediately ask the question, and I'm trying to give more and more examples for this subject. Okay, wherever you feel this example is not comfortable, immediately say that so that I can plug in more and more examples. And this subject, marketing subject, is totally dependent on examples. Yeah, is that clear? Fine. Okay. You can unmute and speak, nothing wrong in that. Okay, wherever you're stuck, wherever you feel that it's not comfortable, just go ahead and just say this. Okay, yes or no. Okay, shall we start with the meaning and definition? Okay. Okay, somewhere around 43 students are present. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's understand the. You have the handouts with you guys, students. You have. I think that you have your handouts with you. What I've shared, the PDF file. For the sharing, I am sharing the PPT as well for you guys on the screen. You can see. Okay. Let's understand meaning of consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is a study of how people make decision about what they want to buy. Okay, what they want to buy, what need or act in regards to a product, service, or a company. It is critical to understand consumer behavior to know how potential customers will respond to new product or service. It also helps companies to identify opportunities that are not currently met. Okay. Now, what is this consumer behavior? Okay. Now, I wanted to give. I've given in my handouts. You can see the PPT in short. I've given students, but in the handouts you can see I've given three examples over there. One is Lifebuoy hand sanitizer, and second is Hero and Honda, how they got separated, and the Maggie you can see in your handouts. Okay, I am back. If you see that in the color, it is written I am back. Okay. Now these three things when you see, before I talk about consumer behavior, let's understand who is a customer and who is a consumer. Okay, in the first year marketing you have studied, but let's understand again. Let's revise this. Customer is one who actually buys the product. Okay, but consumer is the one who is the actual user of the product. That's a simple way to understand who is a customer and who is a consumer. Okay.
Sir, you are not audible.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes,
Now
sir.
can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, can you please repeat?
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I'll repeat it. Sorry about that. Yeah, there is some network issue. Okay. I think from the beginning you didn't hear, students. Whenever you're stuck, just immediately ping me. Okay. Don't take time. Okay, just ping me. Now I was talking about consumer behavior. I was talking about the meaning. Okay. Now is it audible, students?
Yes, sir.
Voice is breaking. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Sir,
Now
but your
I
voice
was
is
talking about
breaking in
consumer behavior.
between.
Before there is some network issue, I feel. Now is it fine? Hello?
So, very low also voice.
Just a second. I'll switch my desk. Okay, just a second.
Yes, sir.
Students, now can you hear me? Is it fine? Hello? Now is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
The voice is clear? Yeah, fine, everyone. Okay, great, great. Okay, fine. Sorry for the technical error. Okay. Now, I was talking about consumer behavior meaning. Okay. Before understanding the meaning, let's understand this: who is the customer and who is the consumer. Okay. Many times there is a confusion for the students and many people as well. Who is the customer and who is the consumer? Okay. Always remember, students, the person who is going to consume the product at the end. Okay, he is called as consumer. Okay, and the person who actually buys the product is called as customer. Very simple way. I always love to give an example of Johnson's baby soap. Okay, that's the easy way to remember. Okay, there's a baby at home. Okay, and the mom is concerned about the bath for the baby. Okay, what this mom does, she goes to a market, she buys a Johnson's baby soap. But the baby never demanded for a Johnson's baby soap. But his mom always felt that I should buy one soap for my baby. Okay. Now this mom happens to be a customer because she went and she bought the soap. But did the mom use the soap? No. The baby is going to use the soap at the end. So baby happens to be a consumer and mom happens to be a customer. Now you might be having a question now. Can this mom become a customer and consumer? Yes, of course she can become a customer and consumer, provided if she is going to use this particular product and she happens to be a customer and consumer as well at the same time. Okay, is the concept clear, students? Just let me know. If yes, yes. If no, I can come up with many examples. I'm fine with that. Is that clear? The concept, is it clear? Who is a consumer? Yes, great. One more thing, then I move to the next point. Okay, great. Okay. Now, in the handouts, you can see, students, I've given 3 examples over there. One is Lifebuoy hand sanitizer, and the second is I'm speaking more about Hero and Honda, and the third is Maggie, I am back. Okay. Now, these 3 examples, why I'm trying to give is this last year, so I was talking only about Hero, Honda, and Maggie, but due to this COVID, I felt that let me add something called as hand sanitizer because I've dealt with this my previous organization, hand sanitizer. We slogged day and night to sell this product in the market, okay? But we were unable to sell. I might have told in the marketing class as we told in Maddur, we told in Bangalore City are quite fine. But Maddur, a place which is very near to Mysore, we tried to push this product in the market, okay? But people never bought this hand sanitizer. The reason was they never got the importance of this hand sanitizer. But the day when COVID started, okay, the people ran behind all the medicals, all the general stores, GT market, MT market, PT market, everywhere, and they started buying this product. And now, your day, you can forget your hanky, you can forget your mask, but you'll never forget hand sanitizer. Now just look at it, how the consumer behavior is changed. There was a day when people used to never look at hand sanitizer, but a day has come till 2025, the estimation of the market, compound annual growth, okay, what we call it as CAGR, okay, till next 20 years, this hand sanitizer is going to make huge profit and the consumer is going to use this product regularly because he or she wants to be safe, they want to kill the germs, okay, and they want to be safe. So hand sanitizer is going to boom the market and the consumer mindset is already changed. If I use hand sanitizer, my hands are safe and I can go and consume the food what I like. I can touch anything, and if I use this hand sanitizer, the germs will be killed immediately. So again, the consumer, now if you look at this meaning of consumer behavior, how the behavior started changing of the consumer, you can know with the help of this one first example, hand sanitizer. Any confusion in the first example, please let me know. Is that fine? First example, hand sanitizer, Lifebuoy hand sanitizer. Now you might be wondering why I'm speaking only about Lifebuoy. You can take any example, students, nothing as such. I felt the picture was good, so I put that. It was looking very nice in the handout. Is that fine? The first example, hand sanitizer, Lifebuoy hand sanitizer. Yes or no? Is it clear, students? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are there any questions with regard to this? Okay, shall I move to the next example, Hero and Honda? Okay. Okay, I'll move to the next example, Hero and Honda. Okay, way back in 2011, when this Japanese company Honda and Indian company Hero, okay, they got separated. The day when they got separated, customer was totally confused in the market. Even the consumer was totally confused in the market. And the in Indian market is meant for rumors. Okay, Indian market, they went on speaking in the market saying that engine is good by Honda or not by Hero. The parts of Hero might not be good. This was just an assumption. But to make it very clear to the customers what the marketer did, the Hero company, what it did, they came up with an advertisement in the market, okay, and they said that, okay, Hum Hai Hero, they launched this advertisement in the market on August 15th, and this composition was done by A.R. Rahman, okay. And why they did this? Because to get an energy, passion, and confidence level of the Indian customers. They said the engine what was prepared by Honda, a similar engine is made by us as well, and it's very safe to use our vehicles. And this is how they got the confidence level of the customers, Indian customers, and Hero is making Hero is doing brilliant job in Indian market now again, back in Indian market. Though they got separated from Honda, okay. Initially, they could not. The customers were really confused. Should we buy these vehicles or not from Hero? But when the marketer took the customers into confidence level, automatically the customers started accepting the brand, and this is how Hero came back into the market again. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. The explanation is given in the handout. You can just check that explanation. Don't worry. By end of this subject, all the modules will be sorting out this case studies as well, or else in between some case studies will be done. Complete case study will be done on this. Now, is that fine about Hero and Honda? What I'm asking to check is how the customer started behaving. You can recall from these examples. That's the main motto. Okay, fine. Is that clear, students? Shall I move to Maggie? One more example. Maggie? Just ping me yes or no, that's fine. Okay, yes, Maggie. Okay, when this you guys are very much aware of it, okay. No one can forget this November 2015. People who, especially those who cook this Maggie noodles at your room, okay, without the help of your mom or whoever it is, you would never forget this food, Maggie. Okay, when Maggie was said that it's not safe, okay, then FA, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, it said that it's safe, okay, and you can use this Maggie. People were really worried. Even the mom, the parents were really worried. Should I give this Maggie noodles to my kid? Was a big question mark. And Maggie, Nestle Maggie did a brilliant job by roping into Amitabh Bachchan as a brand ambassador for this, because an elderly person, if Amitabh Bachchan is saying that Maggie is safe, then rest of the India would believe that yes, Maggie would be safe. So the strategy built by Maggie was really, really nice. They introduced Amitabh Bachchan into the advertisement. They're just roping Amitabh Bachchan into the advertisement, and they said that I am back. They came up with the social media advertisement. They started tweeting in the social media, and they said I am back in the market. And they made a huge sales. Okay, before that, a couple of 8 months of business when they could not sell this product in the market. Okay, customers were really worried. Should we actually eat Maggie noodles or not? But when they said that we are safe, now it's safe to eat Maggie noodles, they did a brilliant business. The sales volume increased like anything, and the value also increased like anything. And a slight change they did in the product as well. They increased the price. Yes, of course, they increased the price, but they introduced Maggie masala for the people. So that was a drastic change done by a small change done by Maggie, Nestle Maggie. So this is again how the consumer started behaving when something happened with the product. Okay. And how the consumer accepts the product and why the consumer denies the product from buying. These are the 3 examples to understand what is consumer behavior. Is that clear, students? The meaning, I'm just telling the meaning. Is that fine? Before I go to the definition. Any questions, any ambiguity, any examples you have, you can speak, or else if you want more examples from my end, yes, of course I can speak more and more examples. But if the concept is, if it's fine, just let me know, students. Okay. Any 2 ping, that would be really great. Okay. Okay. Chandan is very active. Okay. Others, any ambiguity in understanding the concept or examples? Shall I move to the definition? Give some more examples. Okay, yeah, Minas, that would be really nice. Okay. some more example. I can give an example of wireless earphones. Okay, when Apple introduced these wireless earphones in the market. Okay, and people, Indian customers are really crazy people. Sometimes I would say this because example, yeah, Afsana, yeah, we go ahead. Okay, wireless earphones. Indian customers were really worried. Okay, how it really works with the Bluetooth connection, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm talking about airports. Okay, then a day came when now consumer he is used to this. Okay, he is going on using, but the behavior of the consumer changed. Now, if someone is using wire earphones, okay, then that's outdated because consumer has got used to this something called as wireless earpods or as earphones. So that is something a behavior changed of the consumers. Okay, there were days when you making a call on the video call, okay, or WhatsApp video call was a great thing. Now the consumer behavior has changed. Okay, it's all about Google Meet or it's all about WebEx, it's about Zoom, blah blah blah. Okay, so that is again I would say the technology-wise the consumer behavior has changed. Okay, take one more example: electric cars. They are going to rule the market in future because the consumer behavior has changed. Take an example of Ola cabs. There were days when you used to wave your hand, and stop a auto or stop a car and negotiate with the people and then sit into a car and go to airport or something. But now it's just one click, just click on Ola and the cab is ready and it's ready to reach your destination. So the consumer behavior has changed day by day. OYO hotels, yes, the consumer behavior has changed. Hope these examples are fine. Is that clear, students? How the consumer behavior is changing? Okay. Yes, no. Is that fine with the examples? Or a few more examples?
Yes.
Just let me.
So,
Yes.
yes, sir.
Okay, so digital watch can also be an example. Of course, yes, digital watch. You can take that as an example. Even that would be fine. But nowadays it's really funny. Snehal, very good question. Though we were somewhere around 5,000, 10,000 watch, but still we happen to take out watch. That's a funny thing. Yeah, happens. Okay. Yeah, fine. Great. Okay. I'll go to the definition, students now. Okay. The definition, Shipman Kanuk, I was talking about the author who has written the textbook Consumer Behavior. The same textbook is available. Shipman Kanuk has written Consumer Behavior textbook. So you can refer that. And for Indian examples, you can refer Sujan Iyer. Okay. Again, Sujan Iyer. Why is this going lower? Okay. Voice is not clear. Okay. Now, students, hello. Is it clear? Okay. Now, hello. Is that fine? Yes. Okay. Great. Okay. Shipman Kanuk has defined a definition for consumer behavior. Okay. And the same person has written your textbook as well, Consumer Behavior by Shipman Kanuk. Okay. Now, what Shipman Kanuk is are trying to say? The behavior that consumer displays in searching for, purchasing, using, evaluating, and disposing of the products and services that they expect will satisfy their needs is called as consumer behavior. Okay, in the exam, very sure question for your exam, 3 marks question. Now, what is this consumer behavior? According to Shipman and Kanuk, let's understand. The behavior that consumer displays in searching. Okay, now the consumer is searching for the product. Okay, now consumer, what he does is initially, if he wants to buy something, he starts searching for the product. Now, take an example: is you buying a laptop or is you buying a cell phone? What you do is first you start searching. Why you're searching? Because you want to purchase the product. Okay. Why you're purchasing the product? Because in future you're going to use this product. Okay. Okay. So searching for, purchasing, using, evaluating, and disposing. So a day will come when you will evaluate the product, and after a certain days of use or years of use, what you do is you dispose the products and the services that they expect will satisfy their needs. So why you're buying the product and why the marketer is selling the product? Because the customer wants to use the product, the consumer wants to use the product so that it will satisfy his needs. So that is what Shipman and Kanuk are trying to say. This is what we call it as consumer behavior. Okay, I've given one more definition, easy way to Wells and Wells has defined one more definition. You can refer that as well. Okay. Now, the definition and the meaning and the example, is that clear, students? Definition as it is you're supposed to write in the paper. Okay. Now, meaning and definition and example. Is that clear before I move to difference between customer and consumer? Fine? Yes, no, just two things. That would be great. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Okay. Now, coming to this, I've written what is consumer interest in my handout. It's not available in the PPT because I felt the handout it would look really, really nice. Okay. Consumer interest, just for your meaning, I've written that. Just have a glance at it when you're free students. Okay. Just have a glance at that. What is consumer interest? With the example, both Mary and Sandra have given one example over there. You can refer that. How the consumer interest happens. Okay. What is that feeling interest? Okay. So let's come to this difference between customer and consumer. A very important question for the exam, 7 marks and sometimes 3 marks question in your paper. Put a star mark over there. A very definite question in your paper. Okay. Now let's understand this differences between consumer and customer. Meaning, for customer, the purchaser of the goods or services is known as customer. Just a couple of minutes back, we discussed about the same thing. The person who is going to purchase the good or service is known as customer. And consumer, the end user of the good or service is known as consumer, the first point. Now resell, okay, can we resell to the customer and consumer? Customer can be a business entity who can purchase it for the purpose of resell. Now, this is a quite interesting point, students. Now you might be wondering, can the shop person be a customer or not? Okay, can you answer this question? Say for example, I'm working for Nandini factory. Okay, and okay, let's put this other way around. Now Ranjit is into Nandini factory. He's a marketing executive in Nandini factory. I run a shop in Mantesh Nagar. I run a retail shop in Mantesh Nagar. Okay, I take milk from Nandini factory. I'll be a customer or consumer. Can you answer this, students? I'll be customer or consumer.
Customer, sir.
Okay. Why? Why? What is going to happen in this?
Sir, you are buying a product, not consuming it.
Yes. Okay. So I am a customer now. Okay. If I consume this, okay, if I use this product for my own use, then I become consumer. But if I am going to resell this, okay, so I become customer over here. Yeah, Vinit, you're right. So both customer and consumer. But if I consume this, then I become consumer. But I'm going to resell this, so I'm called as customer. Okay. So resell, consumer cannot sell it. Okay. Say you buy a toilet soap, you use it. Will you sell it on OLX.com? Use toilet soap 10 rupees with at 8 rupees. No, you can't do that. Okay. So consumer is going to use the product and okay, end user. Now purchase of food, a customer buys the product, whereas consumer need not buy the product, so not necessary. Okay. Then purpose, resell or consumption. Why the customer is going to resell the product, or else he is going to consume. Whereas consumer, his end duty is to consume the product. That's it. Price of the product or service paid by the customer may be or may not be paid by the consumer. And the person, it can be an individual or else an organization customer, whereas consumer, individual, family, or a group of people. So that's it. So go through this point, students. In the exam, if you don't know this basis of comparison, if you don't recall this basis of comparison, you can skip it. Nothing wrong in that. You can straight away write the differences. Just to make you understand, I've written this. Meaning resell, purchase, or the basis for comparison I've written. Any ambiguity in understanding this difference between customer and consumer, please let me know before I move ahead for the next point. If I'm fast, just let me know. If it's slow, let me know. Anything will be fine. Okay. Any ambiguity in this understanding this points, then please let me know, students. Okay. So in the next page I've written over there, a consumer is anyone who engages himself in a physical activities of evaluating, acquiring, using or disposing of goods and services. And a customer is one, in the second point, a customer is one who actually purchases a product or service from any particular organization or a shop. Customer is always defined in terms of specific product or a company. So that's a quite simple meaning, okay? So easy way to understand as well, okay? Okay, is that fine, students? Shall we move to nature, scope, and characteristics of consumer? Yes, no. Yes, and then one more thing, then I'll move to yes. Okay, great, great. Okay, fine. Okay, nature, scope, and characteristics of consumer. Out of this, all the questions clubbed together, it appears for 10 marks. Okay, what is the nature, scope, and characteristics? A clubbed question which appears for 10 marks. Else, okay, only the characteristics will appear for 7 marks. Okay, sometimes it changes, vice versa. But let's understand for everything. Okay, nature, scope, and characteristics. Okay. Now, the first point related to cognition. Okay. Now, nature. Let's understand nature of consumer behavior. Okay. Related to cognition. Okay. Now, can you please tell me what is cognition? Any idea? What is cognition? Any idea? What is cognition?
Believing something what people show or tell.
Others? It's a mindset of a person, students. Okay, he thinks, okay, and he reacts to the same thing. Okay, if you check my handout over there, okay, you can see this. I've given an example. Straight away, I come to example. Okay, related to cognition. Nature, the characteristics of the nature of the consumer. Okay, it's totally based on the cognition. He assumes, he thinks. Okay, it goes on his mind, and he goes on behaving according to that. Now, many times even you have done this, I have done this, okay, many people do this, okay, because of the cognition. Okay, now take an example of man uses fair and handsome face cream. After watching an ad, it's a belief that even he will look fair enough after using the face cream. Okay, many times you buy this KTM bikes. Take an example of, if you're not happy with this example, you can take an example of KTM bike. Okay, the advertisement it says that it goes up to 200 speed. Even you feel that if I buy this bike, I can go a speed up to 200 kilometers. So this is something you are into a cognition. The advertiser shows something and you go on believing. In your cognition, it goes on happening and the customer goes on buying the product. Okay? Take an example of during the winter season, okay, during the summer, okay, Rasna, okay, Thanda, Rasna, they introduce this product in the market and people go on buying this product, okay, because it's a cognition. The customer goes on believing, the consumer goes on believing. So we call it as nature of the consumer is always into cognition. The first point. Is that clear, or you want few more examples? Please let me know. The first point, is it clear, related to cognition? Yeah, one more example. Okay, fine. Okay, take an example of. I would love to speak about this example because I started this unit with Maggie as an example. Maggie can be cooked in 2 minutes. Is a cognition. And we go on buying this, but actually it cannot be cooked in 2 minutes. We take more than 10 minutes to cook this Maggie noodles. Yeah. Hope Chandan, I clear it out. Okay, is that fine? Is that okay? The example. That's the cognition for the customer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Any other ambiguity in this first point? Okay, fine. I'll move to the next point, students. Study at the micro and macro levels. Okay. Now, the subject can be studied at the micro and macro levels depending upon whether it is analyzed at the individual level or at the group level. Okay, so please understand, consumer behavior can be studied at the micro level and it can be studied at the macro level as well at the same time. Okay, so in economics you have studied many times what is micro and what is macro, and you not hit up on more on this. Okay, but please understand, consumer behavior at micro level and even at the macro level. Then consumer behavior, the nature of consumer behavior is interdisciplinary. Okay, when we say about interdisciplinary, now let's understand this again. This concept with help of example. Consumers in India buy more quantity of products during festival like Diwali. Okay, if you check this, we Indian customers we go on buying more and more products, and even the marketer tries to push the products more and more during this festival time. The reason is customer thinks that, or the consumer thinks that, okay, the products are available at a very lesser price during this season. Okay, so Amazon comes up with 10 days mega sale, even Flipkart comes up with 12 days, and many people come up with many offers in the market. Why this is done? Because of the interdisciplinary. Okay, so that's the best example to understand how it is interdisciplinary. If say for example during Christmas, a plum cake sales are at the huge sold at huge quantities. Even during the New Year, okay, the cake sales happens more and more because people tend to buy more and more. During the time of Diwali or as New Year, people try to buy new vehicles because of the interdisciplinary nature of the customers and consumers. Yeah, that's the main reason we call it as interdisciplinary. Okay, is that clear? Okay, let me touch upon next point. Dynamic and interacting in nature. Consumer behavior is dynamic and interacting in nature. When we say this, your trends keep on changing. You youngsters, okay, your trends keep on changing. In the handouts, you can see this. Okay, the image you can zoom and check it. Trends in wearing trousers keep on changing. Yeah, your generation loves to wear these jeans. Okay, the reason is because of the youth, they love to wear such jeans. Okay, you can check the image what I put over there. The trends keep on changing, and the consumer also behaves as per the trends. He goes on behaving as per the trends. Is there anyone now who is going to wear a bell-bottom pant? If I ask you to wear a bell-bottom pant, you would literally laugh at me because it's not a trend, and you will not wear it. Because the trend keep on changing, so it's a dynamic and interacting in nature. Consumer nature. Then exchange between buyer and seller. Okay, so the exchange happens between the buyer and seller, the nature of the consumer. Now, how college canteen owner sells products because he gets benefit out of it because he takes money from you, but at the same time, even you are going to get benefit. Please understand that because it's an exchange between buyer and seller. Your need is fulfilled, your want is fulfilled because you buy something, you fill your stomach, and you're happy. So, college canteen owner sells products and gets benefit. At the same time, students are benefited by getting quality products within the campus. So this is what we call it as exchange between buyer and seller. Please someone mute your mute. No. Steven, mute.
नहीं हाँ भाई और मैं थी
Okay, the next is descriptive and also analytical. Okay, descriptive and also analytical. Okay, when we are talking about descriptive and also analytical, okay, nature of consumer is always descriptive. Okay, how it happens? If you look at this image, what I put over there, when Hero Pleasure came up with advertisement, and this Alia Bhatt is trying to say to the people that why should boys have all these? So that's a descriptive. She is telling that last year in research, this descriptive research, okay, where it says that we're going to speak about the characteristics of the given problem. The same over here in consumer behavior, to speak the characteristics of the given problem. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. It's speaking the characteristics of the given problem over here. Okay. Now, if you see this example over there, okay, girls buy Hero Pleasure bike as they are more influenced by the ads and the tagline. They get influenced by this tagline. Why should boys have all the fun? So that is something descriptive. The nature of the consumer is descriptive nature. Okay, that's a descriptive. And the last point, it is a science as well as an art. So it's a very common thing. Consumer behavior, it uses both the theories borrowed from social sciences to understand the consumption behavior, one, and quantitative and qualitative tools and techniques to predict consumer behavior. So it's art as well as science. Okay, so these are the 7 points for nature of consumer. Okay, so any doubts in this, please let me know. Any ambiguity, please let me know. I'll give you maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Just have a glance at it. Any ambiguity, just shout, students. Just let me know. I can help you out on that. Okay. Fine. Just have a glance at it. Just ping any questions. Just ping me, students, or else you can unmute and just ask me questions. Even that would be fine. Okay. Maybe I'll stop here. Okay, so maybe scope and characteristics we'll do it in the next class. But before that, any ambiguity, any questions in this whatever we studied today, just let me know, students. That will be fine. Hope my voice is audible. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah. In the next class, we'll be discussing about scope and characteristics. Okay. Any ambiguities, and just let me know, students. Okay. Hope you're following the subject. Any confusions? Am I fast, slow? I'm an online student, so I'm asking you these questions. Okay. If it was an offline class, then I could have interacted. I could have understood by your body language. Is that fine? You're following the subject? Any ambiguity? The examples are fine. You can unmute. You can speak, students. Nothing wrong in that. Hope you understand the subject. Any ambiguity, please let me know in advance. Yeah. So that I can change the pattern. So we are following. Okay, great. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, students. Then we'll meet in the tomorrow's class because it's day 1. I don't want to drill up on everything in one class. Okay. So yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll discuss more and more. Okay. Okay, students. I'll wind up over here. Thank you so much for joining.